Hey guys, Roman and Reaper here, back with another video, just something a little different. It's not a review, any of the other types of videos we make. I'm just deciding to give my 2 cents on a piece of big, juicy film news that's the big thing at the moment, and of course, it's to do with Sonic the Hedgehog, which I saw on Friday and absolutely loved it. It's great fun, and it was a return to big mainstream films for Jim Carrey and back to like the his comedic personality from that made him such a household name. But I'm here to review the film again. No. I'm here to talk about its insane box office projections for this weekend. It's projected to make at least 60 million after a not great Thursday preview. It's been getting better from there, and this film could open as high as from 50 million, even to as high as 60 million, probably even more than that, which just kind of goes to show, if you listen to the fans and you give them, what they want, goes a long way to them actually wanting to go and see it. Because imagine before the redesign, this film probably would have tanked hard. And it would have been a definitely interesting Veterans Day weekend box office anyway. Because, as you know, a lot of the articles that came out that weekend was the absolute shock upset of Midway beating Doctor Sleep. And Doctor Sleep ended up grossing under what the studio would have hoped, and Midway ended up taking the number one spot for that weekend, which fully deserved. Midway was brilliant. But yeah, if Sonic had come out in that slot, all the arguments would probably have been about how hard the film flopped, and and blaming it on that god awful old design. But yeah, they decided to do the right thing, push the film back, redesign Sonic, and yeah, it shows. If this film does as well as it's projected to, then this could spell great things for not only potential sequels, because there's two teasers during one before the credits, but there's a mid-credit scene as well. Won't spoil those, but yeah, if this film does well, which judging by its projections, it's going to, it's set to basically beat Birds of Prey. Did on Friday, so on Monday, when all is said and done, and yeah, and if this film does well in America and with worldwide figures taken in, it's already made back its budget. Because from what I can tell, the budget for the film was 95 million, but it didn't really cost that much for the redesign. It was only like what 5 million, I believe. And the fact they were able to pull out something so good in such a short amount of time with such little budget, I have massive respect for those animators. It's a shame, they didn't quite get their due. The company ended up getting shut down in December. Yeah, all their hard work won't be for nothing, as this film is probably going to be a huge success. But the animators that work on it won't be there to enjoy that. But this film's success won't just spell great things for future sequels. This spells great things for video game movies in general. Obviously, video game movies have been improving over the last couple of years, which Yeah, ever since probably Warcraft, that's when I was in my estimate. Because that film was actually decent. Sure, it's pretty generic and safe, but there's a lot of good stuff in there. It's heavily flawed. Same with the Assassin's Creed movie as well. There's some really good fight scenes in there, and again, explore some really good concepts. And, I mean, sure, those didn't do gangbusters financially, but Warcraft did well overseas. And that might have been the beginning of the video game box office success. It wasn't until 2018 when things really started to take effect. Obviously, Rampage, but that film was just a bit of dumb fun. It's a Dwayne Johnson film with a giant albino gorilla. I don't know what else people were expecting. Obviously, did well enough. Made like 500 million plus, I believe. And obviously, they used Dwayne Johnson's star power to market that film. Not the built-in fan base of the original arcade games it's based off of. Rather, it's a Dwayne Johnson film. People will go and see it. And also Tomb Raider as well. That did well. Although I don't think you hear many people talking about that or Rampage's success. But yeah, Tomb Raider is getting a sequel now, which is out next December. No, it's out next March, I believe. It's March or December. I think it's March anyway. Obviously, because the first one. I haven't seen Tomb Raider, but I've heard it's very good. I've heard it's a very faithful adaptation of the reboot game. Fitting if you think about it. And that, and that was a success because it knew what it was marketing itself as. It's based on the 2013 reboot game, and so it's being marketed as like an action adventure type thing. People will go see it, and yeah, it showed in the final box office numbers as well. Did pretty well, but however, it didn't. Things didn't start getting really good until Detective Pikachu, the first actual fresh video game movie. Not only that, huge box office success. It was a huge success, especially considering it was released while Endgame was still going strong and it didn't dethrone it, but it did well. Didn't dethrone it, but John Wick did the following weekend. But yeah, Detective Pikachu proved the video game movies could be good. I haven't seen Detective Pikachu, but again, I've heard very good things. Proved that they can be good and they can be successful and profitable and marketable. Which kind of leads us to Sonic now because Sonic essentially markets stuff similar to Detective Pikachu. Sure, it's like very loosely based off the games, but the source material is there and it can market itself to family audiences and introduce kids to these properties as well, get them into them in their first big screen live action iterations. Honestly, if we keep going down this path, who wouldn't be excited for the future of video game movies? It can open up to not just to introduce kids to like more family friendly games. It means that AAA first person shooter games like the Call of Duty series and I know they're making Metal Gear Solid, but yeah, these can work on the big screen and they can be successful if done right and marketed properly. People will go and see them, and they're not just trying to get people to go see them. Trying to get essentially just the inbuilt fan bases to go show up and see it. No, they're marketing their films to other people, to more wide demographics, and yeah, it's not. And see, the success of films like Detective Pikachu and Sonic, it's not setting a dangerous precedent either. Because so far these are like the best the genre has to offer. It's not like say Captain Marvel, where the success for that of that could probably get people worried that, oh no, that was successful, but the thing they'll take away from they'll probably take the wrong way thing away from its success, and will probably lead to more soulless, bland comic book movies like that being produced, because that was clearly not the best the genre had to offer. Uh, Unlike, like, say, The Dark Knight, obviously those did gangbusters. Don't even need to mention that, as well as that top quality stuff. But yeah, Sonic and Pikachu, done well, and they're setting a precedent for video game movies that hopefully can be kept up. Make me happy about, and they can continue being successful and good. Now the studios are starting to realize what makes them work, how to market them, and why they're now successful. Just please, please make the Metal Gear movie good, and please just get that Call of Duty movie made. Like it's just been dead silence about that. Last I heard about it was some, I can't remember. That's a worrying sign on its own already. But yeah, make them right, market them properly, and you'll get more than just the fans of the properties coming to see them. You'll get general audiences to see them. And at the end of the day, their profit for something that deserves it. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So yeah, guys, sorry if that video seems a bit disjointed. This is just my random, unfiltered thoughts of this news about Sonic, and trying to bring it to a much larger topic. If I do another video like this, it probably won't be so disjointed, but I'll probably try and make it a bit more, linear. So yeah, if you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up if you want to see more videos like it. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you're new and you want to see more videos. And don't forget to turn on notifications to be never miss an upload. And in the description I'll leave a link to my merch, which existed for several months now. I've just never actually properly promoted it. So I'll leave a link to that, and you can probably check out the Spreadshirt shop for merch. There's not much, it's pretty bare bones at the moment. There will probably be more in the future. That's it. I will see you in the next video, which should hopefully be a Birds of Prey review in the next few days. So yeah, bye.